Manchester United 0, Real Sociedad 0. Not too many chances. Obviously, Sociedad missed a penalty. I've got a lot of match notes, so let's get into it. Bay put a ball over the top, really good ball for Bruno, tried to do a volley, but didn't connect with it. Keeper grabs it very easily. Dan James give a penalty away. Clumsy tackle from behind. He almost like knees the player's calf. Give away a penalty. Yazabel, the captain, steps up and puts it high left corner, but wide of the goal. Henderson weren't going to get anywhere near it, but didn't have to. Got away with one. Lindelof then put Yazabel crossed it into the box, and he got enough on it to clear it. Very good clearance because there was a player right behind Lindelof that was going to get an easy tap in, so vital clearance from Lindelof. Sociedad then put one over the bar, but I thought for the first 15 minutes at least they're easily the best team. Lots of pressure on us, and it's a good job we had them 4 away goals, because if it was closer than that without the 4 away goals, I'd have been on the edge of my seat, because for the first 15 minutes they were all over us. So definitely a better Sociedad this game. It's a shame that they didn't turn up in the first one just to make for a more close overall tie. Martial then turned his man in the box, rifled a shot away, keeper punched it away. Thought Martial was better tonight than he has been, which was good to see. Bit of a frustrating night again for him, but he was definitely more involved tonight than I have seen him for a while. He's been getting a lot of hate and backlash from people in the media and that recently. I do think he needs to be scoring some goals, but performance-wise tonight was a lot better. Fred laid the ball back to Bruno. The keeper was off his line, and Bruno hit the crossbar. Very close. Bruno then put a lofted ball into the box. Dan James headed it. Keeper saved it. Dan James, pretty good game tonight. But a player of his size winning a header, like, you got to give props. Great ball from Bruno though. Half-time substitutions, I got to praise Ollie for this, even though I don't agree with certain players that started. He did the substitutions a lot earlier tonight, and that's what a lot of us have been calling for. And he showed that tonight, so you got to give props there. Basaka come off for Brandon Williams. Twanzebe come on for Fred and actually played in Fred's position, which was interesting, and I thought he did a really good job. And Bruno went off for Rashford. So second half, Rashford, long free kick, narrowly put it past the post. It was very close to like a Ronaldo-esque dipping free kick that, you know, Rashford tries to pull off. Usually blasts them high and wide, so this was a lot closer. Sociedad hit a crossbar from a set piece as well. It was from one of their, I think it was one of their centre backs, can't remember his name, begins with an S, something like Sensini or something like that. So they hit the crossbar too. Greenwood then had a shot outside the box. The keeper palmed it away on the floor, but quick feet from Greenwood again, got a shot away. Greenwood then hit the side netting inside the box. Just needs to pick his head up there. Just have a look who's there. There's players in the box. Yes, it's a bit tight, but I feel a pass in that situation was much the better option. But he rushed it a little bit, had his head down and just went for goal. Not too mad at him, but just them little things like pick your head up, have a look who's there, and lay it off to someone. Diallo come on for the last half an hour, which was good to see. He got more time than previously for Dan James, who went off with a knock. But had a very quiet game, didn't have a lot of service, had a few little touches. He looks good on the ball technique-wise, but had very little of the ball. Shori Thierry as well also come on near the end, but the same as Diallo, hardly saw the ball. So good experience for them lads to get on, but just didn't really get a lot of the ball. Twanzebe then headed a goal from a Tellez corner, but it was disallowed for a Lindelof challenge in the box where he kind of like karate kicking someone in the air. So unfortunate, because Twanzebe, I thought he'd done a great job when he come on in that position as well, in a defensive midfield role. Scores a powerful header that we want to see from the likes of Maguire, who obviously didn't play tonight. But just a commanding set-piece winner, do you know what I mean? That's what we need to see. And unfortunately, it got disallowed because of Lindelof's challenge on another player. So that was disappointing. Lindelof received a yellow for that. And then Martial had a curler just outside the box, went over the bar. There was claims that it should have been a corner. I didn't actually see the keeper get a finger to it, but maybe he did just touch it over. But I thought Martial was a lot better tonight. Player ratings, Henderson I'd give an average 2 of a 5. Just didn't really have a lot to do. He had one save in the second half, about 5 minutes near the end, where he sort of spilled it a little bit. But apart from that, very little to do all night. Basaka got subbed off at half-time. Thought he was just above average. He got caught out of position a few times, but usually made some good recovery tackles and just back into position. So not the worst from him. I'll give him just above average with a 6. Eric Bailly was my man of the match tonight. It was very close between him and Lindelof for me for man of the match, but I edged it to Bailly. Quality on the ball, speed, pace. There was a part where there was actually 2 points where just at the end he's messing around with the ball in close possession and in close markers on the other team trying to surround him. There was 2 of them and he's just like he's doing a skills drill and they can't get the ball off him. He's got strength and he's got quick feet. So, and he done that earlier on against Isaac. He literally ran in a circle and Isaac's trying to get the ball, he can't get it, and he made him look ridiculous and embarrassed him. So Eric Bailly tonight I thought was brilliant. And do you know what I mean? If he can stay fit, he deserves to be starting. Lindelof, I thought 7. Obviously, unfortunate for the Twanzebe goal that it didn't stand because of his challenge, but I thought he had a very solid game. Vital tackles and blocks. One of the better performances I've seen for Lindelof for a while. Another one that gets quite a bit of hate. I think personally he's better than Maguire a lot of the time, but I would personally like to see Bailly and Lindelof more than Bailly and Maguire, but because he's captain, Maguire will usually start and will definitely be back for the Chelsea game. Telles, so Lindelof I give a 7. Telles I give a 6 just above average. You could argue it should be a 7. I thought he was really good tonight, but he's sort of just, he's a little bit quiet at times. Maybe I should have given him a 7, but I'm going to give him a 6. I just felt Bailly and Lindelof were a bit more, they stood out a bit more. Fred I'd give a 6 went off at half-time for Twanzebe. Passing, a little bit dodgy again, but a little bit better than I've seen from him recently. Didn't really do too much wrong tonight, and I thought it was a slight improvement on what I've seen, so I'll give him a 6. Matic I'd give a 7 thought he was solid, made the simple passes well. He sort of dropped back a lot for that extra defender kind of, and a deep line like playmaker. But he doesn't always have the range of passing to do it, but he does the simple balls well when you need him to. Some players overplay it, but Matic doesn't do that, so I thought he was good for that. 7. Greenwood gets a 6 for me. Looked lively, had a few shots as I said in the notes and that. He just needs to make, it's this decision making at times that I fault him for, but he's still young, he's still learning, and I think it's going to come, so just above average with a 6 tonight. Bruno I'd give a 7 got subbed at half time also, but could have had a couple of assists at least, and also hit the crossbar, so another good game for Bruno, even though it was only half a game. Still one of the better players for me. Dan James I'd give an average 2. Lots of energy again, but his delivery was a bit poor tonight, I felt. He had numerous crosses that just kept hitting the defender and didn't make it to their target, so energy was there and the intention was there, but the quality wasn't for me. So Dan James gets a 5. I thought he did work hard on the track and back though, but that's average for him, do you know what I mean? So Martial gets a 6, just above average, possibly a 7. I thought he did well, hold up, play well again, turned his man a few times and got shots away. But for me, he's got to be scoring goals. He's the striker after all. People say he's not a natural number 9, but if he's playing in that position for now, you've got to expect that pressure of getting goals. He says he wants to play as a striker. He's playing as a striker. He needs to be getting goals for me. He was better than usual tonight for me than I've seen him for a few games, but still no goal. Did come close a few times, but it's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? It needs to be a goal. So not the worst. I give him slightly above average with a 6. Shuri Tire or Shore Tire, I'd give a 4 the same as Diallo. Didn't get a lot of the ball at all, either of them, but it's good experience for them too. Rashford I'd give an average 2. Had that free kick when he come on, very close to the post. Maybe a 6, but I'm giving him an average. I don't think he done that much. Williams I'd give a 6 same as Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who we replaced. Good energy, thought he was strong, made the right decisions. Yeah, solid performance for half a game. Twanzebe, as I said, I thought was really good considering he played in Fred's position as a centre defensive midfield. Scored the goal as well. Unfortunately, it was disallowed, but really good game for him, I think. So man of the match for me is Eric Bailly, but it could have easily been Lindelof. It was very close between them two for me. But Bailly gets my man of the match. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer I'd give a 4 because of the starting lineup more than anything. Look, we didn't lose the game and get a point. We'd already won it on the first leg, as we know, but I still think he should have took more risks and chances with who he started in the game. Yes, he gave earlier subs in this, which was a plus, but I can't just forget that he started with quite a strong lineup, that certain players should not have played this game at all. So for me, it dropped his rating a lot tonight, and I'd give him a 4 for that. Obviously, we got Chelsea on Sunday, so I'm a bit concerned that some of these players played tonight, just bottom line. So hopefully, other than Dan James, no one's picked up any knocks or injuries. Chelsea's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll be back with that for the Chelsea game. But look, a point tonight, we're through to the next round. The draw is tomorrow. I'll probably do a video tomorrow just to say who we got in the draw and my thoughts on that. Obviously, Arsenal just scraped through, and Tottenham are through as well. So I'll probably do a video tomorrow to just reveal who we got for the draw and my thoughts on that. And I'll be back for the Chelsea game on Sunday, guys. So hope you enjoyed the game, and it's good to see some of the youngsters get brought on tonight. So I'll catch you for the Chelsea game.